here on Route 178. Everybody's been adding fine contributions to the discussion here today. My thing was sort of following up just what the lady had spoken just a moment ago, is the potential health risks in terms of our water quality. You know, this is my third time asking this question in public forums here in this room since last year. I asked in the two previous meetings what has already been done by the proposed power developers, that they've laid down transmission lines. What herbicides are they intending to use to keep down the vegetation as these lines zigzag across through the different townships all the way down on their proposed routes? I have not seen the data yet or the actual herbicide information as to what's being used, because last year it really became apparent from watching what is the State Department of Transportation, New York Department of Transportation, what they're using on Route 81, pretty indiscriminately. Keep an eye on it for next summer. When you drive up and down Route 81 and you see the brown scalded patches on every structure, every guardrail, every mile marker, and that's bringing concern to this project, what herbicides can we expect that they're going to be using, and supply the information, because our water tower draws from the lake. So with each subsequent rain and weatherization, as the spraying occurs during their seasonal, keeping the vegetation down from these proposed transmission lines, how does that end up in our water source? And what trace elements can we be looking for and asking is our water tower, our filtration system sufficient enough to keep that? We think we're comfortable here with a municipal water system, but if it's drawing from the lake and these transmission lines have the towers that are being sprayed, we don't know that information yet. And if these transmission lines are being built not just to accommodate the Galoo Island project, but for future turbines, whether this town is able to keep its 8,000-foot setback in place, or if it's weakened by future initiatives and other towns that aren't as tough under zoning, and we end up with more turbines from here to Mexico, those things have, was it over 400 gallons worth of fuel, lubricant oils and things, so if there is something that breaks down, that's 400 gallons that spills into our soil, which we know is only about a few feet of actual soil before it hits bedrock. Now, what do we do for a cleanup? What are we supposed to look for, or what type of cleanup contingency plan does the power company have for when one of those things fail? That's really, it's not just this line coming through, but the potential of other turbines being put in, and that's why it's being proposed as more than meeting the needs of Galoo. It's also for the future as to other turbines they intend on trying to propose for the North Country. So if we're peppered with turbines and we're having more herbicide spraying to keep that down, that only adds to our water quality concerns, because we all know about wells, we all know about water quality and how it affects our health. So that's what my question is, what herbicides and what is the information on keeping the vegetation down on existing transmission lines you already have in place? Thank you.